Hey guys, so tonight we are going to be doing my makeup the way I used to do it. Now this is probably like 5-ish years ago. I wanted to save like my high school makeup for a different video, so we're definitely going to do that, but I need to get a few products for that one. But for the stuff I used, just a few years ago, I basically still have it all, which is probably gross, but we're going to use it. So I'd say like 3 to 5 years ago. It's like right when I really started getting into makeup, like hardcore. So I have some gems sitting in front of me. I have the first cream bronzer that I ever used, that I ever fell in love with. This right here started it all, guys. I have, the Tarte face tape. I have Shape Tape, of course. I also have a Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done. I used to love this, but I don't know why. And the first big time primer that I got was the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. So we are going to start off with some of this. And I feel like that face tape, whatever the foundation stuff is like super duper matte and full coverage. So I kind of feel like I need this. And another thing I used to use, I don't even know how long ago this was, but this is a newer one, the Smashbox Primer Water. So I am going to spray a little bit of this on too. So refreshing it to me. So I used to either get the lightest foundation possible or orange. So I guess I went with orange for this, which is great. Not sure how this is gonna look. Not sure how this is gonna go. This is one thick mama. Oh my goodness. Oh no, maybe I went super pale. I really can't even tell right now. I don't know what I was thinking. This is some thick foundation. Holy crap. This feels like what my concealer feels like now. Oh my god. I used to cake it on and I had no idea how to blend. Still not the best blender, but I think I've learned a little bit better. And I feel like I used one of those really awful little white, triangular sponges for the longest time, until I started watching YouTube. I used those to put my foundation on, and I could not tell you why, because I know it did not look good, but I know I did. So we're not even gonna try that today. And we might blend it down just a little bit. This actually isn't the worst shade for me right now, surprisingly. I mean, it could be better, don't get me wrong, but. Okay, I am so glad I have that vitamin enriched stuff on, because if I didn't, I would look like a caked up mess right now. So I already told you for concealer we have the infamous Shape Tape, but for setting under my eyes, which is actually something I did pretty early on, I feel like I did it before I really knew that it was a thing, I had the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So I actually just got this out of my collection not long ago, and I'm super excited to be using it again. So let's go in with some Shape Tape now. I don't even really feel like I need any more coverage, honestly. This is so full coverage. And of course, it's the lightest shade possible. Alright, I'm actually really surprised right now because this isn't looking awful. It's not looking amazing, but it's not looking awful. So, not too bad. I don't think it actually used to look like this when I wore it though. Ew, okay, I had to get that crusted, busted foundation off of my lips. Now let's go in with the Chanel bronzer. Now I used this not too terribly long ago, and I remember not liking it. I just didn't like it anymore. So, not sure if that was just a weird thing that day, or if I just have come to find better bronzer. Yeah, I'm not. I guess it's fine, but it's just so light, and I don't know. Like, this shade barely works for me. I feel like it wouldn't work for anyone any deeper than me. And that's insane because I'm so fair. Like, I have no fake tan on right now. That's just ridiculous. I'm... Okay, well, now I remember why I did not buy, like, the new version of this. Just not a fan anymore. Like, this shade, look at that. It's, I mean, if you put it beside that, it's so similar. It's just not okay. All right, then I had this mini Too Faced Born This Way powder that I set the rest of my face with. I hate freaking loose powder now. Oh my god. You have no idea how like mind blown I am that this isn't looking absolutely insane right now. But I think that I've like figured out how to make almost anything work. Like, I knew I needed the Bobbi Brown face base with it. Like, it is one of the first primers that I've really ever used. But I also had the Benefit Professional. If I put that under this, like, it would have been such an awful mess. So it's not looking horrible. You literally cannot even tell that I put any kind of cream bronzer on. So we are just gonna move along. And for eyes, I'm really so upset because I have one Urban Decay eyeshadow palette and it's probably sitting right in front of me, but I cannot think of the name of it and I cannot find it right now. So I do have a few others, but that was just like the main one. One that I have is the It Girl from It Cosmetics. I'm not sure how long ago this came out though, but it's like kind of a face and eye palette in one, and I thought it was like the best thing ever. This is actually my second because I hit pan on this bronzer over here. So we have that we can play with, and then I also have the Naked Urban Decay Cherry, and I honestly played with the smoky one more, but I'm almost scared to put the smoky one on my eyes because I'm pretty sure it's like really expired. So we're gonna go with the cherry one for today. I haven't played with this in forever, and I don't know, it just sounds like fun. So I think we're gonna go with this. For my brows, I did not used to do much. I did use Gimme Brow, and I have this Kat Von D Brow Struck in medium brown. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of this through my brows real quick. Okay, so even back then, I always had to go in with like the lightest shade in the palette and put that all over my entire lid and like way up to my brow bone, so everything was like totally wiped out. And I didn't really like layer and blend and do all that. I did like whatever shade I wanted in the crease, deepened it up a little bit on the outer corner, and then put whatever kind of shimmer all over my eyelid. So that is what we're gonna do. And I think I'm gonna take this juicy shade here and put this all through my crease. Okay, so while I'm doing this, and I feel like I'm just like kind of doing my makeup like I always do it, but at least it's with products that I used to use all the time, right? I'm trying here, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember how I used to do it, but it's just like, I think it was so bad that I've just pushed it out of my memory. But there, I did think of something. I've been having the hardest time trying to think of any videos to make, and I appreciate y'all's suggestions so much. I'm definitely, well, this was one of your suggestions, so I appreciate it, but I'm definitely taking them and I'm going to be doing basically all of them. And, you know, I was still trying to think of some other things I could do that was more like, not original, but just like, I don't know, something that I would really enjoy doing. And I do still want to do kind of like a mental health check-in sort of thing, but I think that's like all that's really going to be. It's just kind of going to be like me talking about the fact that I'm having a shitty day, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So I think I'm just gonna kind of do that and then check that email every now and then. And if anyone emails me, I will definitely like do a video on that if that is what they were wanting to do with it. And yeah, so I was thinking I am gonna go in with the I think I'm going to take this Devilish shade right here. It's pretty deep, so I'm going to just go in with a tiny bit at a time and just deepen up the outer corner. But, okay, so trying to come up with something to film. And like I've mentioned in every video that I have filmed in the past couple of weeks, I am absolutely obsessed with Bailey Sarian right now. So I wanted to know, and the more I talk about her, the more I know that y'all are too. So if we're all watching her murder mystery makeup Mondays, I wanted to know if y'all would like a video, like after I've watched it, just like talking about it and like talking about whatever case she was going over and kind of maybe trying to recreate whatever look she did. So it would be kind of like a weekly thing, and you know, I might not do it every single week, but I don't know, like, would y'all be interested in that? I don't think that I would be able to do her justice at all, but I think it would be really fun. And I don't know, like, if we're all watching it anyway, why not all talk about it? We can chat about it in the comments. I can kind of let you know what all I was thinking about it, and I don't know, it just seemed kind of like a fun idea to me. And it would be something I could film like every week, and it would be almost like a little series kind of thing. But I also want to know if y'all think that's too like copy, like if I'm too, I don't know, I just don't want to be like insensitive about it, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word. Now for my lid, I think we're going to go in with Bang Bang, this pretty pink shade. I used to wear this all the time. Even if I didn't put anything in my crease, I would throw this all over my lid. And I remember being so obsessed with it. And I know that this palette looks like it hasn't been used. This is actually a new one when it was on sale at Ulta. Either earlier this year or late last year. I grabbed another one because I had hit pan on a few shadows in my original, and it's actually at my parents' house now. I have just like a few makeup things over there in case I have to get ready there for some reason. I don't know. So yeah, this is literally all I would do to my eye. Sometimes I would do eyeliner, most of the time not. I always did white in my lower waterline and put on mascara. So I'm going to do this eye and finish this eye up, and I will be back to finish up the face with the other old stuff that I have. Okay, so these are the eyes all done. I really love the whole white liner added. You know, that was like my everyday thing. Even if I like wasn't wearing makeup, I still had some kind of white eyeliner in my waterline. I don't understand. But I always used the Urban Decay, what are they? 24/7 Glide On eye pencils. And then I used to use the Tarte Lights Camera lashes. I used to use a really good drugstore one, and I can't remember what it was. I know it was from Maybelline, but this is the first like really high-end one that I tried, and I have no idea why everyone is so obsessed with it. I feel like it makes my lashes look like total butt shit. Like, they don't look good. Okay, so let's finish up this face. So I just have a bunch of stuff down here, and I kind of just want to use as much of it as I can. So I have the Becca and Malika Made with Love by Chloe face palette. I don't know exactly what it's called. This is the lighter one, and this I got right when it came out. I was really excited about this, but I feel like this might not have been quite 5 years ago. Maybe, no, it could have been like 4 years ago. This is my second one of this too. As soon as I found out this was going bye-bye, I had to pick up another one. Every single shade in the other one was like flat against the thing. So we're definitely gonna have to use this today. I haven't used it in way too long. Then I also have an ABH Glow Kit here, which I also just have to use because, like, hello. This is the Sun Dipped, and the shades are so freaking stunning. Like, that shade right there is just everything. And what else? I still have the Shade and Light palette for some contour. I have my Holy Grail MAC blush. This is Otherworldly, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but yeah, used the crap out of that. And then I also have my Becca bronzer. This is Capri Coast, and this is like one of the big bronzers that I just was obsessed with. This, and I had Hoola, but I just never got into Hoola like everybody else did. So I'm trying to figure out what to do first. I think we'll go in with the contour palette very lightly and just put a little bit in my cheekbones. I forgot how pigmented and powdery this was. My goodness. since I have like 14 bronzers to use, we're just gonna use them all and I'm gonna look ridiculous, but I really just could not care less right now. So first for bronzer, we're gonna go in with my Becca because this has some good memories with it, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. I really remember just like being obsessed with this, and I still think it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. So if y'all saw, I'm gonna have to remember what video it was in, when I told y'all about Parker seeing like a ghost and stuff. So tonight when I was putting him to sleep, well, not putting him to sleep, I was like getting him ready for bed, he was helping me turn out all of the lights, and he was turning out one of the lights beside our bed, and then he goes, "Mama," like whispers it to me, and I was like, "What's up, bud?" And he comes over and he grabs my hand and he tiptoes. I didn't even know he knew how to tiptoe. He tiptoes over to the two doors. I'm going into this bronzer now. Yeah, he tiptoes into like the little hallway that we have that leads to the little double doors. I don't know, it's really weird and hard to explain, but yeah, double doors in the store. He tiptoes over there telling me shh, shh, shh the whole time, and I was like, all right, but why do we need to be quiet? Like, what's going on? What do you see? Whatever. And he just keeps putting his finger to his mouth, like just telling me to shh. And I was like, oh, kid, I need something. Like, you gotta give me something here, you know? And finally he goes, "Good night," and like pulls my hand again and like turns around to walk away. And I was like, I cannot just like leave this alone right now. Like I need some kind of answer. So I was like, "Buddy, what did you just see?" And he, never met my grandma or anything, but he does know what she looked like because of pictures that I have with her. And he knows that I called her Edie. So I said, "Did you just see Edie? Or do you see Edie? Like, is Edie out there?" And he goes, "Edie, good night." What the fuck? Dude, I'm like, So something about him saying her name, I lost it. Like, I actually lost it. I started just like sobbing right then because it was just like, oh my god. And then like it was almost like I want to say something, but like I don't know what I want to say, but like I want to it was such a weird freaking thing, and I'm so like not here because of it. But I want to put on a little bit of this MAC blush because we just have to. It was my go-to. But I also love the blush that was in this It Cosmetics palette, this blush here, Sweet Cheeks. So we might top it with a little bit of that, even though both of them are shimmery as all hell. This one is really, I mean, you can tell by looking at it in the pan, but it's really more of just like a kind of bronzy tone. And for the longest time I had just like yuck, teenage hormonal acne, and I didn't want to put anything like red or pink back on my face after I canceled it all out. But so that's when I was like super obsessed with this. But then I found out that blush was not a bad thing and that I actually loved it. So that's the story on that. That was really exciting, I know. And I know I didn't blend my bronzer into my hair very well. I'm sorry, but it's really hard to do when I only get to wash my hair a couple times a week, and I got to wash it today, and I just don't want to get it super dirty right before I'm gonna wash my face and go to sleep. So I'm sorry. Alright, and now for highlighter, we're going to go into the Ascendant palette, and I'm going to take Summer and Moonstone together. So these two for my cheeks, and then way back then, I act like this was so long ago. Like, it literally, I was 20. Actually, like 21. So I'm really doing my makeup like I did when I was 21 and had a life. But, even then, I always had to have a highlighted inner corner, and then my brow bone always had to be highlighted. Like, that's something that I've really gotten away from, but before I was all about it. I might have gone a little bit bronzer crazy. I feel like it got just a little bit muddy, especially like right up in here, but I think we'll be okay. So let me highlight these inner corners and my brow bone. and you never blend in your highlight up here. Even if it looks ridiculous and like a crazy stripe up under your eyebrow, you do not blend that shit in. So now for my lips, because this makes so much sense, I love my warm pinky toned eyes, and then this was a combination I loved and now I hate. I don't hate the lip pencil, but the lip gloss I cannot stand. So for the lip pencil, I'm going to go in with Oak from MAC. Okay, so there's my very cool toned lip, and then we will put this nice bronze and gold shimmery lip gloss on. Oh my god, I hate it so much. I literally do not know what I was thinking. The lips look ridiculous with any eye look I would have ever worn. Like, it's not even like this is like a look that is totally off from something that I would have done then. Like, it's literally just, this is how mismatched and how like cool tones, warm tones. I had no idea what to put together, none of that. So the only setting spray I ever used, if I did use it, which was very, very rarely, like if I was going to a concert or something, was the Urban Decay All Nighter, of course. Alright guys, I think this is it. This is the final look using old expired makeup that I used to use all the time, and I actually really love like from here up, and I'm really surprised that I'm not a total cakey mess. I like this whole complexion more than I thought I was going to. I thought it was just going to be way too much for me, and it's definitely like full coverage and not what I'm really into at this point, like in the middle of summer, but I think I can see myself like possibly getting into it in winter. We'll see, I don't know. I do have a bunch of other foundations I love even more, so I'm just blabbering on about nothing now, but I hope y'all enjoyed watching, and I hope you are having a great day, night, evening, weekend, whatever it is, wherever you are. I will see you in the next video. Bye.